Money in the Bank is just days away. I'm very, very excited for this pay-per-view. It looks like it's going to be a great show. WWE is really building it up to be a big five, and it definitely feels like a big five this year. What's up, guys? TurnBuckle Chatter here. Let's get into these predictions, shall we? But before we get into my predictions, comment down below and let me know who you think is going to win Money in the Bank. Who's going to win the men's? Who's going to win the women's? Will we see a cash-in at Money in the Bank? Will it wait till the future? Drop down your thoughts below. Let me know. And without any further ado, let's get straight into this video. So first up, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And we have Io Sky versus Lyra Valkyria versus Tiffany Stratton versus Chelsea Green versus Zoe Stark versus Naomi. Now this match can go a couple of ways here. I think regardless of who wins this, it is going to go to an up-and-coming superstar. My two favorites in this match would be Tiffany Stratton or Chelsea Green. You can make arguments for either one winning. Me personally, I think Chelsea Green's going to get the win, right? Ever since that Royal Rumble match, she's really had me hooked. I'm a fan of her, big fan. And I think she absolutely deserves to win the Women's Money in the Bank match. And if you see how she got into the Women's Money in the Bank match, she stole it right at the end. And I think that's what's going to happen in this Money in the Bank ladder match. Somebody's going to clear house. Whoever it is that's going to end up climbing up the ladder, they're going to be right at the top about to take it. Chelsea Green's going to swoop in, knock them off the ladder, climb on up, retrieve that briefcase, and she will be Miss Money in the Bank. That is how I see it going down, and I think she's going to hold the briefcase for a while. We've never really seen a proper run with the Women's Money in the Bank before. I think she's going to have a long run. I don't know if it's going to go the length of Damian Priest, but I could see this being a lengthy run with the briefcase, maybe 6 months or more. So that's kind of what I got for that one. So next up, we have the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. You have LA Knight, versus Drew McIntyre versus Andrade versus Jey Uso versus Chad Gable versus Carmelo Hayes. Again, this is one that could go a couple of ways. I really think it comes down to two superstars in this match. I think either we're going to see Mr. Yeet in the Bank in Jey Uso, or I think Drew McIntyre is going to win this one. I was leaning Jey Uso for a lot of this event, but now they're starting to build up, potentially the Fireflies getting involved. They're going to get involved in this match. I think Chad Gable is going to be about to win, and then they come out. Maybe they end up going after Jey as well, or Jey ends up going and hiding, because if you didn't know, he actually hid under the ring on Monday Night Raw when they came out. Maybe it kind of takes both of them out of the picture, which would open up the door for Drew McIntyre to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, which I believe is what's going to happen. We'll see how it plays out. I could easily see either one winning, but right now I am leaning Drew McIntyre will be winning the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So next up here, we have the 6-man tag team match between the Bloodline versus Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. Whoa. In this one, I'm going with the babyfaces. Now, whether or not they win clean, I highly do doubt that. I think we're going to definitely get some kind of shenanigans in this match. So I don't know if it'll be the cleanest of wins for the babyfaces, but I do believe KO, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes pull out the W. And I think something's going to happen at the end of this match. Maybe in the middle of it, right? We have shenanigans. If something happens in the middle of it, I think it will be a Jimmy Uso return. If something happens at the end, I could see one of two things happening here. Either Randy Orton turns heel because they're planting seeds at him winning that WWE Championship, sorry, not the Universal Championship anymore. They're planting seeds of him going after Cody in that title. And SummerSlam's right around the corner. I think we have like a 3-week turnaround from Money in the Bank in SummerSlam. So that's probably going to be our SummerSlam match, which means that needs to happen very soon. If it doesn't happen at the Money in the Bank, we'll probably get the heel turn, the SmackDown after. If that doesn't happen, then what I believe happens, and this is the most likely scenario, I believe the true tribal chief comes back, I think we'll see Roman Reigns come back at the end of the match. It's going to be a massive pop. I'm going to mark out, which you guys will see, because I will be live streaming my reactions to Money in the Bank, so stay tuned for that. But that's what I believe is going to happen. I do think Roman comes back. I believe they're building towards Roman versus Solo at SummerSlam, and you only have, again, there's a very quick turnaround between the two, so you only have so much time for him to return. So it's, again, one of those things, if it does happen at Money in the Bank, very likely it's going to happen SmackDown after. Why not do it in Money in the Bank, though? Again, they're trying to treat it like a Big 5. This would be a Big 5 pay-per-view moment here, so I do believe we will see Roman Reigns return here during this match. Alright, so next up here we have Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. I think this is it for Sami Zayn. I believe we're going to see Braun Breaker become the new Intercontinental Championship, assuming nobody interferes in this match, and I don't think anybody will. I don't know if this is going to be a 5-minute squash match. I don't know if this is going to be a 15-20 minute squash match. I don't think it's going to be a very competitive match, and I do believe Braun Breaker will become your new Intercontinental Champion. Sorry, Sami Zayn. I'm a big Sami Zayn fan myself, but I just don't think it's his night. And finally, and this could very well be the main event. There's a couple main events, right? If they don't decide to do a Money in the Bank match as a main event, it's probably going to either be this or the tag team match as the main event. Which, if Roman's coming back, that greatly increases the likelihood of the tag match being the main event. But anyway, you have Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. And I believe Seth Rollins is going to win. Seth is going to win. Drew is going to attempt to cash in. Rather, he attempts to cash in before the match, in the middle of the match, after the match. Whatever the case may be, Drew McIntyre is going to attempt to cash in, and I believe CM Punk is going to return, and he's going to cost Drew McIntyre his cash in, and that will finally build to a match between the two at SummerSlam. SummerSlam, we know, is going to be a huge, huge match. Already so many matches they could do for that. If you want to see a video on what my early predictions are before we have the card fully done and we know what it is for sure, drop the comments down below. I would very much like to do that video. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. But that's all I've got for you guys today. Drop some likes on this video if you guys enjoyed it. Also, comment down below if you are hyped for Money in the Bank. I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown. Pieces.